Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
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 Wigan Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan
Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Hello, welcome to Wigan Watch, and this week got a lot of stuff going on. Got the usual stuff going on, but obviously we're going to start off with the demolition. It's Monday morning, 11:30, and kind of expecting now to see some work being done on the rebuild. Yeah, okay. So we've got the big hole there, and all the escalators and all the lift stuff has been taken away. And that's where the stairs are going to be. I don't think they've started building the stairs yet. We've got a bit of work that's been gone on here since we were last here, but more interestingly, you can see that the end wall has collapsed in a rather odd way. I don't quite know what's gone on there. I can only assume they took it away from the other side that we can't see. And yeah, it's ended up looking I don't know, a bit like that crooked pub that got knocked down illegally recently. So now we can see literally all the way across. Everything is gone. So we're down at the bottom on Newmarket Street, and this looks like it's going to be the last time we can walk through here because it looks like the roadworks and everything have finished here, and the cars are moving normally. And the junction has been reopened, so I imagine we are going to get kicked off this area sooner rather than later. So we'll have a quick look through the various fences, and we can see that the bridge walkway is still there, but that will be coming down incredibly soon, I would have thought. Here we are on the other side. It's on Main Street, and what a difference a few days make. See by the clock, it is 10:10. Of course, it's more like 11:45. But yeah, can't believe it's all gone. So as soon as we get rid of that rubble, we'll be able to see all the way across to the bus station now. There's a lot of talk at the moment of dodgy concrete being used in schools and civic buildings built between the 50s and the 80s, I think it is. And this building has been saved from demolition. It's going to be redeveloped into, well, it says there, Capital and Civic Centre. However, I've just noticed this, which is slightly worrying. The concrete seems to have cracked and fallen away, but I can't tell if it's structural. Oh, I know it's not structural, but yeah, this could be worrying. Please God. We need to keep some heritage in Wigan. I know this isn't the prettiest building in the world. I do like the architecture of it. I think it's fantastic. And yeah, we need to keep this. So hopefully it's not made out of that crap concrete. Looks like stuff's going on in the Gamer X place, including this poster which isn't up yet, which is going on about Mario Kart indoor. So see if we can find out more. One thing about Wigan is you can't knock its beauty. I mean, literally less than 10 minutes from the town centre and you've got this. So it's about 11:15 on Wednesday, and we are looking at the back of the Standish Gate entrance. See a flight of stairs there. Used to go up to the offices. Don't let anyone ever use the offices. I think they might have done initially, but after that, not so much. But yeah, it won't be long before that's completely gone, and we can see straight through to the old Marks and Spencers and the old Wilco's. So we're on Market Street. We can see now that there's not a lot left where the canopy used to be. And it's not a lot left of the connection between this side and the Market Square either. To be fair, it's a bit dusty around here. It's unusual. Normally they're really good at keeping the dust down. as I predicted as well. The walkway that we had has now been taken away because the roadworks have been finished. Meanwhile, at the other side, on Main Street, we've got, like I said before, very little left now. Where that chomper's chomping is actually the pointy bit that went over the entrance into the main galleries section from the market. So basically directly below that, the bit of floor you can see there, that's the ceiling of, what was that? That would be the 3 shop, the back of the 3 shop there. So that's where they're up to. We've got 2 long reaches working away, and behind the skip there we've got a smaller vehicle, and then we've got 2 more between me and Makinson's Arcade. So we've got, oh, there's another one on the other side as well. If you look underneath there, so we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 machines working on this now. So they are going hell for leather. We are now in September though, and I think the majority of this has got to be gone by the end of September. So it's Thursday around about 11:30, and I wasn't going to come and film today, I'll be honest, but they are now knocking down the bits that's on Standish Gate. So I thought it'd be rude not to come. I've got the long reach on it as well. Quite slow going, but I'll come back tomorrow and it'll probably be completely gone by then. Anyway, it's not all demolition, you know. There's a lot of stuff going on that's quite positive. For example, Eckersley Mill. Let's have a proper long look at what's going on at Eckersley Mill. Here are the, I won't say designs necessarily, but the look of what the fascias will look like. So if you're going down towards Asda, past the mill, the bit at the moment here is opposite where the old Wigan Pier club thing, and that's round the corner, which is this bit here. So this is a bit, if you come round the corner and come down the hill to the current entrances to the complex, and you can see in the background the mill, which has been well, modernised with a bit put on top as well by the looks of things. It looks quite smart. The good thing is they're keeping the actual chimney. Well, most of it. What they're going to do is looks like they're going to take off the top of the chimney and then put on this tilted aluminium fin structure, which has got some lighting underneath, which could be absolutely amazing if it lights up the top of the chimney in different colours, particularly at night time, obviously. So yeah, I quite like that. Rather than getting rid of the chimney altogether, it's been repurposed as some kind of art, which I think is, yeah, pretty damn good. This is the plan of the actual site itself. So this here is Swan Meadow Road, which runs parallel with the canal, as you can see there. This is the bridge. Then this is the little bit that you go around on the one-way system, which then takes you round past the edge, which is here, and under the bridge to the Asda roundabout at Saddle Junction. We've got Mill 1, which is still intact and being rebuilt as apartments, etc. And Mill 3 as well. In the middle and around the outside, we've got these blocks which are being built purposely as new living accommodation, which again is interesting. I think there might be a few too many and not enough parking spaces, because we seem to be sacrificing parking spaces for houses. But other than that, yeah, quite impressed. The roller rink is going to move to the mill, which is currently the one that's got all the garages and everything in it. And then a leisure centre, and possibly where the food hall is going to be, is the building that we looked at before, and you can just see where the chimney is there as well. So yeah, I must admit, this looks pretty cool, and it's not in the middle of the town centre. The one thing that does worry me is how many blinking hotels do we need? They're building another hotel. this time at Wigan Pier. So yeah, we'll have to wait and see. Shall I have a wander around the actual site and see what we think? I'm now at this entrance, which is on the map here, looking that way. So as you can see at the moment, all we've got is obviously the mill. Nothing's happened yet. You can see the white car in the far distance under the archway. That's where I think the multi-storey car park's going, or it might be a little bit further in front of where that car is parked. And then if I turn right here, this is where a lot of the apartments are going. Again, you can see them in reference to those houses over there on the map, which is these houses here. Right, on the map, I'm stood roughly about here looking this way. And this may well be another permanent entrance. And the hotel, as far as I can make out, is going to be to my right. And then these are going to be the apartments from the other side. Obviously the mill is remaining. This is Mill 3. On the map we are currently here looking around this area. So I'm not sure how much of these smaller buildings are coming down, but the hotel will be roughly in front of us in line with that tower. And then you've got some other apartments and whatnot. Unless the hotel's here, of course. And then you've got Mill 1. I don't know where Mill 2 is. I think Mill 2 actually is that one there. We can just about see the tower of, but that is coming down Mill 2. There is no Mill 2 on the map. Oh, you see, shows how much notice I take. We're now looking at the chimney, and it's already been chopped down. So that's where the sculpture art installation is going to go on there, to take it possibly back to its original size, which I think would be pretty cool. And then these buildings here are going to be the leisure area, and I think the roller rink is going to be the other side of the chimney, so we'll have a look there, shall we? So this is looking at the mill from this side, Swan Meadow Road. This is the view from the one-way road system. There's the chimney again, and then we go along, and this is where the roller rink's going to be moved to according to the plans, as you can see there. Right opposite what used to be Wigan Pier nightclub, and they're now currently not being developed because they've got no partners, Wigan Pier itself. As you can see, it's Pier MOT Wigan Limited currently. I don't know what's going to happen to these businesses. Are they just going to get kicked out, or are they going to get some kind of compensation? Pretty sure this wall is coming down at some point, because let's be honest, it's not in the best of conditions. It's been held up by scaffolding for God knows how long. Even the trees have started growing as tall as the scaffolding itself. We'll have a look down the bottom though. So I'm now here on the map, looking this way. Now I assume this is Mill 3, which is the mill that's coming down. That was the little tower we were looking at before. As we can see, it does seem to be in a fairly desperate state. Doesn't seem to be have survived as well as the other mills. So possibly that's why it's coming down, it can't be saved. And this here, I assume, is going to be the site of the multi-storey car park, and as we can see, work has already begun on the scaffolding going up to convert Mill 1. And we've also got what look like the old weaving sheds down there, and they are in a severe state of disrepair, so I assume they're coming down as well. But again, things can change. More confident about this though, because the money is fully private money, so I would imagine that this will get actually fixed, done and up and running. One thing also on the map is the road that goes round the edge. Now this is the edge, which is the venue for various events, including music events, religious events, etc. And there'll be a road running along the line of the trees and the River Duggy, roughly to where that fence is coming round, and that'll be joining onto the road at the main entrance of the car park of the edge. So yeah, I'm moderately impressed that this is going ahead. I don't agree with everything, but I agree with the majority of this anyway. So fingers crossed, it'll be up and running in a few years' time. Talking of up and running, let's see how the demolition's going, shall we? So yeah, that's what's going on at Eckersley Mill. Had a walk around there, as you saw, and yeah, looking quite good. The irony is, of course, that we've got the demolition going on here. They're now above Poundland, and this is where the apartments are going to be that they are building. more apartments in the town centre, which would take the total up to nearly 1,300 new apartments in a very small space. And like I've said before, it'd be interesting to see how the infrastructure copes with all this, and also the lack of parking as well, never mind doctors and all the other bits and pieces as well. Friday coming up to 20 to 12. We've got quite a bit going on as normal. How's it going on Standish Gate? The answer is very well. It's near enough all gone already. So all that's left now is the wall with the windows in. Everything else seems to have vamoosed, been crushed. So yeah, that'll be gone by the end of today. Might bob round later and have a look. Not a huge amount left now of the upper floor of the car park, literally very small area. And behind the bit that stuck out, which I never figured out why, that's all gone as well. So no doubt they'll be taking this bit down here as well in the near future. In fact, it looks like it's grabbing it already, but for some reason it's stopped. So it's 20 past 10 according to the clock, but obviously it's not, it's nearly 12 o'clock. And yeah, we can now see clearly Market Street, including Queen's Hall and all the other buildings all the way to Makinson's Arcade. Very, very little left now of the walkway thing that was across from this side to Market Gate. I say walkway thing, I mean car park. And also the one shop that's still remaining that I can see is what's left of the 3 shop. So yep, everything that the canopy had was, all the escalators, the lifts, the mirrors and everything, all gone. And yeah, progress being made. You can see there the dust coming from the other side. That's coming through the building from the long reach that we were looking at a few minutes ago. So I'll pop back in a bit and have a quick walk around after the workmen are finished, see how far they've got. This is the other side, and you can see the scaffolding is vibrating. You can see the vibrations on the netting that's over it, and also we can have a last look through the windows before they disappear forever. So that's where one of the windows was. Is still, but won't be for long. And you can see the roof tiles have gone from the top there, so it's going to be, when the scaffolding come down, you're going to be able to see for quite a long way in that direction. 5:45, and is that a chair and a desk I can see there? It is, it's a chair and 2 chairs and a desk. Brilliant. Yeah, they don't seem to have done much more since dinner time, but that is it for this week. So there you go then, another Wigan Watch. Thank you for watching, thank you for your support. I've got a video coming at the end of this, in the link and also in the description, of stuff I was doing a while ago. So just have a look at the old stuff and you can see that, yeah, it's come on a lot since then. Anyway, thank you for watching, I'll see you again next time. Until then, goodbye!
Wigan.
Wigan Watch.
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 Wigan.
Watch. Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.
Wigan Watch.